Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is episode 3 of Damnlicious Wings. Today I have my husband behind the camera. This is going to be completely different. You going to say hi?
Hi.
He's a little shy. I do want to thank all of my new viewers and subscribers. I cannot thank you enough. I have 27 subscribers now. I do have some very good friends that have been so kind to share their my videos and share with their friends, especially on Facebook, and it really meant a lot to me. So I just wanted to make sure I thanked them personally. We have Beatrice Travis. She is not on Facebook, but she shared with all her friends, and I think I have 3 of them that are on the channel right now. I also have Teresa Hayes. She was so nice to share it twice on her Facebook page. Adina Vaughn, Melissa Griffith, Christina Price, Sharon Foxworthy, and Christine Cacciarano. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I will not forget you, and I got something special coming to you guys. Alright, so today we're going to be making habanero, smoked habanero wings. And so we'll be going through the ingredient list, and let's get started. Alright, and here's what you're going to need. The first thing is el Matador. Anyway, this is a steak seasoning. You can find this in Mexican groceries, also international markets as well. You should be able to find it. I highly doubt you're going to be able to find this in mainstream regular grocery stores. The main ingredient is salt. There's sugar, there's lime in it as well. And like I said, it's good for steak, but it's really good for chicken too. So we'll be using that. Next, we're going to be using Marie Sharp's, my favorite. This is the smoked habanero sauce. And this one, the Marie Sharp's factory, they are all female owned and operated in Belize. And they grow everything on the property, their fruits, their vegetables, everything that they put inside of here. And this, the smoked habanero, it is not using any chemical products. These are smoked vegetables that are in it, and you can taste the difference in it. Next we have honey, a little honey bear. Next you're going to use butter. I use Kerrygold. I use it for a lot of the recipes. I like it because it has less water in it and more fat. So these are great for this is great for sauces and for any other things. You just don't really want to use it for baking like cakes and things, because a lot of those recipes are actually done with regular butter, the most available butter that you can get in the store, and that has a lot more water in it, and that's taken into account when they actually test those recipes. Just something that you should know. Then we also have brown sugar. And let me show you this brown sugar. I don't wonder if it's because of the pandemic, but this sugar is like ridiculously light. This is light brown sugar, super light. But we're going to use it anyway. And then we also have cilantro and 2 cloves of garlic. I also have salt here on the side. You might not need it because we're actually going to be using the steak seasoning and it has the salt in it. But we're going to taste it and make sure that it doesn't need more salt. Let's get to cooking. All right, now we have 6 wings. These are fairly large wings in a bowl. They've been washed and dried, washed with salt and dried. And next I'm going to put the El Matador on the wings. Roughly about, I'm going to say maybe 2.5 teaspoons. And then I'm going to toss it around and get it all coated here. You can smell the garlic in it. And let's get that all tossed around in there so that everything is coated. And I believe there's some paprika in there. And all right, they're coated. And next we're going to get them on the cookie sheet. Okay, next we have a cookie sheet lined with aluminum foil and outfitted with a rack. And then I'm going to spray this with some cooking spray just to keep those wings from sticking. And we're going to put those little wingies on here. I put them down, facing down, if you want to call that face down. That's face down for me. On the cookie, on the rack. Ooh, let me get that one coated again. You gotta smell this. It smells so good. Okay, welcome back. Just want to let you know we've got our wings inside the oven. They're about 20 minutes in. I did want to let you know something that I didn't get to say before. First of all, when you put that seasoning on the chicken wings, it's ideal if you can let that salt sit on there for about an hour to an hour and a half before you put them in the oven. But if you don't, it's no big deal, it's fine. Also, halfway through the cooking process, you want to take a tongs and flip those wings over to the other side. You'll see that the fat kind of builds up inside the skin, and by flipping it over, it's going to pop it and let that release out to the bottom of the shallow pan. All right, now we're going to work on the sauce. I have my handy dandy bowl, and we're going to work on that now. Let's get the ingredients and get to work on that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the sauce while the wings are still in the oven. I'm going to grate up 2 big old fat cloves of garlic into my little tossing bowl here. It's just a plain plastic bowl with outfitted with the lid, a tight fitting lid, because you sure don't want that sauce going spilling all over you. Okay. Alright. Way afraid I'm going to grate up my fingers here. Alright. Can't go wrong with garlic, let me tell you. Garlic and chicken. Okay. Alright. Then I'm going to dump our butter in there. That's about a tablespoon of butter. I'm going to microwave it right now and melt that so that it gives the garlic enough chance to cook a little bit. Okay, I microwaved the butter and the garlic for about 30 seconds in the microwave on high power. And now I'm taking that off and gonna whisk it in a little bit here. Just make sure, yeah, everything's good here. Now I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. I've got a 1/4 cup of the smoked habanero sauce. And a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And also a tablespoon of honey. Now the reason I'm using 2 sugars here is that once they're melted together, the honey is actually going to give the sweetness and melt. And then the sugar, which is also going to melt, will actually start to caramelize again and solidify, making kind of a sticky texture on the chicken wings after they come out. So I'm going to mix this together. I'm going to put the top back on it and microwave it again for 30 seconds. Okay, the wings are out of the oven right now. They are sitting here, aren't they beautiful? And the oven is still on at the 400 degrees because we're going to put them back on the rack to get the sauce on it nice and sticky on it. All right, and also this came out of the microwave, and that is our sauce. It doesn't look like it's a lot, but it's going to be plenty for the wings that we have here. Okay, let me get those in there. Get the tongs. All right, you see those little wing tips there? They're all nice and dry and crispy. And you know what? I'm gonna do a recipe where it's just we're eating wing tips. Have you ever just eaten those? If they're super crispy, they're almost like potato chips. That's gonna be a real fun video. I'm gonna see if I can collect enough of those wing tips to make a little snack out of it. All right. Okay, I'm gonna replace the lid. Guess what time it is? It's shaky, shaky, shaky time. I'm gonna go upside down and right side up and upside down. Make sure that you have a bowl that the lid is gonna be nice and tight on. And every now and then you wanna kind of burp it because all that heat's gonna build up in there. So, and let's do it again. Okay, I think they're ready. Burp it again. Be careful when you open that so that the steam doesn't come out and hit you. Look at that. Okay, oh, they smell so good. And we're gonna put them back on the rack. Put them back in the oven at the 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. And then after that, we're going to throw some cilantro on there and we'll be ready to eat. Let me just get a brush here because there's a little sauce left inside of the bowl and I don't want to waste that. You can pour this on this in a little bowl on the side and just, you know, use it for to serve alongside with it. Okay. All right, I think we're ready here. Let me get those back in the oven. And I'll meet you right back here when we're ready to eat. All right, we have wings. Have a look at that. All right. And go on and plate them. They look beautiful. Okay. Now, all I want to do is get some cilantro chopped up here. And cilantro, you can use the stems on it. It has lots of flavor in it. And let me get this chopped up for you here. This is about, I'd say about 2 tablespoons of it. Alrighty, here we go. And you could put green onions on here. It's gonna be just fine. And there you are, smoked habanero sticky wings. And we'll go together and we will taste it after it cools down a little bit because I really like to have the taste on my tongue right now. Okay, it is time to taste. There's one of these pretty little wings here. Ooh, they're nice and hot. I had to break it apart. Look how hot that is. Take a little bite. nice and spicy. Perfectly seasoned. I think you'll love it. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. And if you subscribe, hit the icon bell at the top and you'll get notified when I actually post another video. Next week, we're going to be doing some chicken breast, and I'm going to surprise you with that one. But the description, all the ingredients for this recipe, and the recipe is going to be at the bottom of the page, and you'll be able to use it and make your own. Thank you again, and have a great day.